Morning. We're here at Little Missouri Falls Trailhead parking lot, getting ready to start the Eagle Rock Loop. It's about, I think it's 26 miles, 27 miles, something like just short of 30 miles loop out here in beautiful Arkansas. We're in a national forest, of which I do not know how to pronounce the name. Too many vowels at the beginning. And I haven't asked anybody, and I haven't done a whole lot of research. I have a map on my phone, and I have my GPS with me on my phone as well. And I've heard that the trail is pretty well marked, so we're going to go by the trail blazes in order to navigate for the most part. One thing to note about this area is that, first off, there's no one here in this parking lot, and it is a Saturday. It was raining very hard. A 15-hour drive on the way up here, and it rained the entire way, thunder and lightning, and it said the rain was supposed to clear at 12 p.m. Here in this parking lot at this trailhead, and about 11:30 when I started the trail on the way in here, driving up in my car, off-roading in the Honda Accord, could barely see, so much rain. At 11:56, right before I pulled in here, every single cloud in the sky cleared, and it all of a sudden became sunny. So, wow, super excited. There's not a single soul here. It's a Saturday, but I guess everybody was looking at the weather. Plus, it's a little bit chilly, 50s, lows of 30s. Yeah, Little Missouri River, we cross it somewhere between 60 times, I've heard, are the reports. There is one crossing that's going to be kind of dicey. The water level is creeping back up to a little bit over 5, or a little bit under 5, last time I checked. So that's right at the range where it gets really dangerous. So we're going to do our best not to do the deep water crossing today. But also, this is supposed to be the windiest of days, so 15-mile-an-hour winds today. So we're going to do our best to camp low. So yeah, looking forward to it. Let's get started. There's looking back at the Little Missouri River. There's a zoomed in look of Round Mountain. This is Hurricane Knob. We are now on Athens Big Fork Trail. It's a long story how we got here. This is looking the other direction from Hurricane Knob. Ooh, it's windy up here. Ice cold Coca-Cola. So that's it. We're calling this night number 1. We came down from Hurricane Knob. This is Straight Creek right here. I've got a little fire pit, and we'll set up the hammock right here. It was a good day. The Little Missouri River was impassable. So actually helped a group of guys get across there. Well, one of the group of 4, and the other 3 had to summit a mountain and get down to the parking lot. So yeah, the water level's high. Let's hope that it's down tomorrow. Let's hope we can make it over to Eagle Lookout and possibly finish this loop. Had to backtrack quite a ways and do a lot of different stuff today. So good night. Good night. So excited about setting up the hammock. Usually I have to sleep with dogs in the tent. The hammock with my big old REI camp bed pad. It's heavy as all get out. It's 3 pounds. But I love sleeping in the Eno with the camp bed more than I like anything else. So it's just my preference. I got a lot of different hammocks. The Eno and that camp bed are my favorite setup I've ever had. So good night. And we got to get some firewood. It's going to be a cold one. So this just happened. This isn't working. I've only used it once. It's a Sawyer. So I guess we're gonna ask other people if we can use their filter tomorrow, because I'm not turning around. And yeah, we're gonna get somebody's water filter tomorrow. Dang it. Well, good morning. Today's day number 2. Plan for today is not to die of dehydration and or not get Giardia trichinosis. So, not trichinosis, Giardia cryptosporidium. So, we're going to need to find someone who's got a water filter, or we're going to be drinking from a high up mountain stream before it enters one of these larger streams. So find a tributary or actually find a spring. If we found a spring, we're golden. I'm not concerned that it would be dangerous. So either way, what we're not doing is going back to the car and driving 15 hours back to Florida. So let's make a little cup of coffee with our last of water, and let's hike up this mountaintop, and I'll see you up there. We're all packed up, we're ready to go. We're going to take the Big Athens Fork Trail south towards Briar Creek. This would be an excellent place to watch a meteor shower. So we are here next to Briar Creek, right at the junction before the trail starts up to Brush Heap Mountain. A little bit past Brush Heap Mountain will be Eagle something, Overlook Mountain, Eagle Nest might be it. Maybe it's even Eagle Rock, because this is Eagle Rock Loop. Whatever the case, it's Eagle something, and I've heard that's a pristine camp spot. I've seen lots of pictures, and tonight is Sunday. Hopefully nobody is camping up there. I did meet a few people yesterday doing the loop, and they did say that they were going to try and finish it today. So I think everybody is pretty much going to be headed out. Tomorrow's Monday, so tomorrow Monday we're going to start the trail down back to the river crossing that was uncrossable 2 nights before at that time, and try and cross it and make our way to one of those campsites around there, and then the next day hike out to the... Also, let me add that I met a physical therapist. She was hiking with her dog, super cool lady, and we chatted for a while, and I asked to use her water filter, and she did help me fill up my water bottles. So yeah, we got some water. So if we make it to Eagle tonight, I talked to her, I think I'm going to fill up on one of these river streams if I don't see anybody. But I should have enough water at least for tomorrow, I think. I got 3 liters total. I've probably drank about half a liter so far, so 2.5 liters left to make it to Eagle Rock, and to also have food for the night, so it's important. So yeah. Thank you, lady. This is Baylock Creek. Much larger than the stream I just previously crossed. We're up a ways from it. But we do actually cross it further on up the trail. That away. So this is the campsite with an offshoot on the trail headed to Eagle Rock Mountain. Right before you take the final climb to Eagle Rock Mountain, this is a little offshoot. You'll see it on the map. And it comes to a mountaintop with a pretty cool little setup. I mean, these trees here are pretty. Can definitely hang a hammock from here. The wind is supposed to die down to between 1 and no miles per hour tonight. It's going to be cold. It's going to be 30. Is the low tonight, so up at this altitude it might be the upper 20s. Man, you can see all the stars. It's supposed to be a clear night. Woo, buddy. It is sweet. This fire ring is hopping too. Hang my hammock between some of these trees. It's a nice little bald almost. There's just pretty grass up here. Yeah. It's a good day. It's going to be a certainly positive night. Yeah, today was a lot of up and down. This trail has got a significant amount of elevation gain and loss. Almost the entire loop elevation gain is comprised of this stretch, Big Athens Fork Trail. It comprises most of the elevation gain. So it was a difficult day. So did about 8 to 10 miles on the first day, 8 to 7 miles on the second day. Looking to do about 8 tomorrow, and then 8 out. So, yep, good day. This is looking west as the sun sets. This is looking east. As a matter of fact, the sun should rise at the very tip of that valley in the morning time. Here's another view looking east. Sunrise should be pretty beautiful. So I walked a little bit further and found out that this area actually goes out further to a viewing point where you can actually see the sunset. So I will get to see the sunrise and the sunset from this area. Looks like I could probably take this little trail further up around that knob and have a full view of everything, but I can see the sunrise from where I'm at, or sunset from where I'm at. It's gonna be a pretty one, about 5-10 minutes away. There she goes. Oh! Slipping under the mountain range right next to me in Oklahoma. Oh, she's gone. Almost looks like a fire on those mountains. The way those clouds are glowing right over top of it. So folks, I think we got ourselves a keeper campsite, and we're going to call this the end of day 2. Well, good morning. We are waking up. It's about 8 o'clock. It's super duper windy. Had a coyote so close. He howled the first time about 20 yards down the trail, right there at that other campsite. It sounded like he was very close, and then the next time he howled, he was over here, and he was not very far either. After his second howl is when all the other ones started chuckling and clacking and howling and making all their weird sounds, and yeah, all the groups around the area started howling. So that was a little bit unnerving. It's only been one other time I've been scared of dogs. Yeah, so 2 Benadryl to sleep last night because I was pretty terrified I was going to have to spray some coyotes with some bear mace or maybe fend them off with a knife, which if they really wanted me, knife wouldn't do a whole lot, and neither would bear mace in this kind of wind. Really, to be honest, probably just end up macing myself. So, let's get down off this mountain, down out of this wind. Let's go have some coffee. It's a zoomed in look of the valley this morning. Woo! It's a chinchilla one. Well, this was a pretty good place for lunch. Stopped here, brushed my teeth. I met some fellow further up the trail who's going to be doing the water crossing, I guess, today. And looks like we will be trying that too. So, looking forward to it. Glad to be up off that ridge. It's a wonderful breakfast, good place for lunch or breakfast. And here we go. This says Athens Big Fork, Eagle Rock Loop. That direction, everything goes that direction. That is the direction that we came from. And when we came down there, we met a guy right there, and we talked with him and we marched on, ignored that sign, did not see this other way, even though I was sitting right there earlier taking lunch, and I marched on that way. A morale killer, for sure. Very painful. About half a mile towards the Viles Branch parking lot, and about 200, 300 feet elevation gain painful. But we are now back on the right trail. Now the two blazes have joined together. All friendly like. The river looks like it's starting to widen. Not to be negative, but in one of the most beautiful areas of Arkansas, on this beautiful trail, this is kind of some of the stuff you will see. A blown up air mattress, camp bed, just sitting here, somebody left it, whatever, you know. It's kind of sad to see people that come out here do not appreciate how beautiful an area they have. Pretty sad. A lot of trash out here, more than I've ever seen. Still not much, because most every area is picked up, but this is a national forest. That might be why. And not a wilderness area. That might be why I'm seeing a lot of trash. Not really sure. Look at this tree. There's some gnarly thorns on there. They're everywhere. They're one big bush. Look at them though. If you can make that out. They're super big thorns. Pretty cool. so it begins. These are some pretty big water crossings. Woo! This area is freaking cool, dude. Sorry for the shaky cam. Woo, it's moving fast. We got this one. This is supposed to be the semi-dicey one, I believe. It's the next one after this that's pretty serious. So we're gonna start waterproofing our stuff and get ready. This is just so beautiful in this area. I'm like trying to get miles done, but it's every time I turn a corner there's another area of this river that is gorgeous. The scenery is so different. Like right now there's rocks all over the bank. Just gorgeous in here, man. Just gorgeous. Earlier when I was looking at the falls and the riverbed was lined with like slate, and it stopped at the rock's edge. It only went up about a foot or two past the water, and just looked like a pool liner of slate. So this is just a gorgeous area. This area is very diverse from everything I've seen so far. All the other stuff I felt like it's typical East Coast, Midwest, whatever you want to call it. This is different, pretty cool. It's a little bat. You see him? It's a little bat on the ground, picking things up. Or he's trying to get out of the sunlight or something. What's the matter, little bat? Oh, there he is. I just hope he's okay. I won't touch him. I miss Al. I miss Al. I mean, you know how I miss Al. This is Eagle Rock Vista. I'm so glad I didn't try and camp here last night. Never would have made it in the first place, because it was a long hike to get here. But down there is the river that I crossed. Much further back, but did cross it. The Little Missouri River some hours ago. Done with all the water crossings for the day, or at least the major ones. We did actually make it. I think the first one that I actually video recorded was the biggest one. I did see another crossing that was rather large, but I was able to take another trail and skip over that section. Although that one that I did record was pretty big. I think it might have gone down from the time, I think it might have gone down. Albert Pike Recreation Area. Pretty cool. I think you can camp down there. There's some sort of building down there. Winding stairs parking lot 2.1. I think we just came from that way. I think that white blaze is us. And we better get going, because it's getting late. The sun is going down. And I want to get set up. So we are on the Little Missouri Trail. I don't know if you can see me. We hiked in just about dark. Sunset at 6 o'clock. It's about 6:30. So yeah, we're about 2 miles in on the Little Missouri Trail. We knocked out a good section of this 6.5 that it takes to get back to the car lot at the Little Missouri parking lot, and then another 4.1 to the other parking lot on a trail to that's where my car is. So we got about 8 miles to do in the morning, but not uphill, downhill. It's pretty much straight, flat. This section is really easy. I've already hiked most of this. I haven't made it to here the other day, but I made it pretty far along the Little Missouri Trail. So food's hung, camp set up. We got to grab some firewood, and we're gonna get tonight started. And we're gonna enjoy it. It's our third day.
I think today really epitomizes what Arkansas is all about. The first few days were beautiful. The second day was really cool with the overlook. But I just felt like that's something you see on the East Coast. It didn't really strike me as we're getting into different terrain, even though we're thousands of miles from North Carolina, Tennessee. Today was very unique. I've never really seen a riverbed or beaches quite like that. Similar, but these ones had their own distinct look to them. And not even sure if you could see me. I think the smoke is going directly into the camera lens. So we're going to call this the night of day 3.
Well, good morning. Today is day 4. We're about to hit the trail and exit this forest. Does look a little bit overcast. So if rain is in our future, we better book it so we can make the last 2 decent sized water crossings. They shouldn't be nothing unless it rains. And if it rains, then they get kind of dicey. But we've already passed the ones that actually become impassable with the rain. Rather than dicey, they were absolutely impassable. So, all goes. We should be out of here in about 3-4 hours. It's 10 o'clock, so let's get started. Last day on the trail. Should be out of here in about 3 or 4 hours. It's 10 o'clock. Just finished my breakfast, brushed my teeth, packed up, and it's up pretty cold last night. Once again, think by the stream, I'm a little ways off, further than I was before. I can actually hear myself think. The first night I couldn't even hear anything. The water was so loud. But a little bit further off, but still very chilly. I slept warmer on the peak with the wind than I did no wind, at least last night, not the first night. Without the wind and lower in elevation. So yeah, definitely need to get higher than the water by a few 50, maybe 100 feet in order to be warm. That would be ideal. Okay, let's get started. They're very slippery, so we got to put away the camera. This is a little crossing, by the way. This is not bad. This water level is still very high. It is running. Like I said, this is not bad. Yesterday I went through some worse ones. This is not bad. This right here was crazy scary on Saturday. Still kind of deep. You have to be very careful. You're not going to die, but you could drop your pack and you might go for a little swim and you might have to run down along the river in order to get back. Yeah, see this right here, this is actually very deep. It does not look it. Does not look deep at all. I'm gonna turn off my camera and then I'll show you. Does not look deep, but I'm down to my knees. Almost, yeah, I'm past my knees. So it gets pretty deep. It's not very strong though. Last water crossing of the trip. There's the car. Yay! Let's go get us something to eat.